Hello and welcome everybody, it's WonderCat, and today we're going to be playing Cinderella Escape. And this needs to be turned down quite a bit. Alright, so this is the R18 version of the game. This did recently come out on Steam. But that's not the version we're playing right now. I've gotten quite a fair bit into this game. And, I can give you guys a little bit of a rundown on what it is and why I'm playing it, but for the most part, that's not going to be what we're doing today. I am actually using this as more of a background game, as I talk about something that's been going on with my personal diet and the like. I've actually been, instead of eating, trying this stuff called Soylent, which is supposed to give you all of the same vitamins and minerals and the like that you would get from eating. And no, not Soylent Green. People make jokes that, oh yeah, haha, you're eating people all the time and blah 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 blah. Anyways, I stumbled across this game a couple of days ago, and I know that it's a new-ish kind of thing. But, yeah, I got a little bit into the game, then I kind of got sick of it, and then I'm not sick of it as much as just, I got stuck in a few different places and I wanted to accomplish something specific. But anyways, the way that the game works is that, for those of you who are wondering, is that you have these slippers which give you powers, and it's kind of a puzzle game. You're supposed to, you know, be able to use your slippers a certain amount of times or whatever to get up through obstacles. And this level is not one I've done before, so I'm probably going to fail it a lot while I'm talking. But anyway, yeah, it's just a puzzle game, and it's a twist on the Cinderella story, and I'm not going to spoil too much of it, because it is a very new game. Anyways, what I was saying about the Soylent, it's this new-ish meal replacement type deal, where, well, exactly as it sounds, instead of eating, you just have this stuff. You just drink a bottle of this stuff, and that's supposed to replace your food for the day. Which is a pretty amusing concept, if I'm honest. Ooh, I think I might find the solution to the puzzle here. Haha! Alright, anyways. I've been on the Soylent stuff for about 7 days, which is interesting. I've only had one proper meal since the last 7 days have been a thing. And my only meal has actually been, a Philly cheesesteak. Because another thing, and the biggest reason why I have not been posting videos and the like recently, among others, but, the biggest one, is that I actually got a job at a local Penn Station, and unlike the Arby's that I was working at previously, I've been getting a lot of hours, and in fact, I've kind of even been a little slammed. You see, I'm working multiple double shifts, which this is by no means a complaint. I'm quite excited about it. On a lot of days, I'm working from 11, which I'm pretty sure is just opening time for this Penn Station, all the way up until something along the effects of, like, give me a minute. I'm in thought. But, yeah, something along the effects of, like, it's been 11 to 9-ish for a lot of days. This isn't always the case, but it's the case more often than not, which is pretty nice hours overall. I definitely don't have anything to complain about in that respect. Whoa. Okay. But, yeah, I definitely don't have anything to complain about in that respect, and I've really been enjoying my job recently. It's, you know, fast-paced, it's got really great people, and I'm having a great time with it. And I think I'm going to continue to have a great time with it. So, the combination of my diet changing and the working business has been a thing. But those things aside, A lot of progress is actually being made towards my transition, which is a thing. I did come across a supplement of sorts. It's not quite HRT, but it's a thing that I can do instead, at least until I'm able to do the HRT. And I won't give too many details about it away, just for personal reasons. But what I can say is that I feel very optimistic about my current situation because of it. So yeah. As far as how I feel from the Soylent and my, like, review, so to speak, of the Soylent to this date, the biggest issue is that I don't really have enough experience with it to feel comfortable giving a review structure of sorts. My general feelings about it are pretty good. I have the Soylent, I feel full, you know, it's not like I'm starving or anything, don't worry. I feel energetic, it's not taking any energy away from me or anything weird like that. So, yeah, as far as that stuff is concerned, I've been feeling really great. And I have a feeling that that's very likely to continue in the near future. So all those things said, the first day I did have kind of a weird reaction to the first bit of it. Alright. My apologies for the quietness here. This is actually kind of, I guess, what you would consider a boss stage in this game. And I'm pretty sure that you have to be at certain levels of experience before you can even, like, accomplish most of these. So I'm not too worried about doing the, saving of the stepsister or anything like that on this particular playthrough. I'm just worried about getting through the level, which also seems like it actually may be quite a hefty challenge. But anyways, back to the Soylent stuff. I had a pretty bad reaction the first day. The first bottle, I should say. The very first bottle, I had a negative reaction due to how much fiber is in it. Oh wow, my last couple of things may not have been saved because I did that way. Whatever. I had a pretty bad reaction to it, and I just puked up the first bottle because I drank it too quickly. And the fact of the matter is with it that if you're drinking this stuff, like, noticeably fast, you're gonna end up in this, like, weird position where the first time that you have it, or maybe even the first few times, you're gonna have projectile vomiting because you're getting a lot of fiber in your system, and because the vitamins and minerals have been balanced so well, you're gonna have some things in your system that your body's not entirely used to. And the case for me was that my body was not used to fiber, and that caused me some pretty noticeable problems. But now that the initial issues are behind me, I have not had another moment like that, and I really don't expect to for quite a while, if at all. The taste is still very bad, but the taste is not bothering me to the point that I feel the need to, like, mention it in detail. It's basically, the way I've explained it so far is if you put a bowl of Cheerios or whatever and you leave them sit for too long, and you drink the milk, it's kind of like that, only that it has the consistency of a milkshake, and because of that thickness and consistency, it makes it kind of hard to get down. But outside of that, I've had very positive reactions to it. My body feels healthy. I feel healthy. And yeah, I just don't have anything really negative to say on that front. Actually, in case of the passing of this, I need to know if I can live 3 hits anyway. Okay, I can, so this is officially passable the way I want to do it. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, save Vanetta, be tortured in her place. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, when it comes to the R18 elements of this game, to this point, I haven't seen anything that is, like, offended me, or anything that I feel like is not YouTube friendly, or anything of that nature. So that's nothing to worry about. And I doubt you guys will be seeing, outside of, you know, being tortured in this person's place, possibly, I doubt you guys will be seeing anything particular. But if you do, or if I feel like there's something I should probably compensate for, I'll probably leave, like, a rating flag in the video. And I'm sorry that I don't have my normal, super hyper, crazy energy. It's almost time for me to sleep, and, you know, I've just been trying to enjoy the only off day that I've had for quite some time. Oh, I screwed that bit up. Okay, I suck. I'm terrible at life, people. But yeah, my energy levels are, you know, normal and whatever, and just because I'm not, you know, screaming from the top of my lungs like normal does not mean that I'm, like, harmed in any way or anything of that nature. I'm just a little tired, and it's almost time to sleep. So. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this puzzle. Outside of this, I don't really have anything else to say. I do apologize for the lack of activity on my YouTube. I do intend to continue with the Jet Set Radio thing that I was doing. And I know that there were some other series I was in the middle of, but I think that those, at least for now, are going to have to be put on hold. And I hope that you guys understand that I am about as busy on YouTube as I can be, considering that this is in no way work for me. It's just a hobby and showing my friends what I'm doing when I'm, you know, not playing S4. And I feel like this video is doing a fairly decent job of at least keeping you guys updated, which for me was the whole point in the first place. I find it kind of weird that this is, like, the way that this looks, and I can't, like, see the camera and the way it's panned or whatever. Oh, there we go. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in, seeing how I'm doing, and this has been WonderCat, and I really hope you all have a wonderful day.